Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Poppin' Bottles and Culture. I am Dana.
Dana, tell us what you just did.
Oh my god. So we have been off to a very, very rough start. After Meggy broke a whole entire bottle of unopened wine in the bathtub, I freaking was just sitting here, starting the recording, introducing ourselves and getting ready to tell you guys what wine I was drinking. And then out of nowhere, there's a bee next to my head. So because I'm afraid of all insects, I just start screaming and run up the stairs to get my boyfriend to come downstairs and handle the situation. And by the time he gets downstairs, of course, the bee is nowhere to be found. So I have relocated. And this is the second time we're trying to record this now, or maybe the third at this point, I don't even know. But yeah, we switched spots, so I'm back in my living room, and he's downstairs in the office trying to figure out where the bee is. And I'm just over it with those stupid creatures. This whole weekend I've been dealing with them, and I'm just over it.
To be fair, I did pop a bottle.
You popped a bottle, quite literally. Yes, you did.
And I did bring a backup bottle of wine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so today we're basically going to be talking about the cat rescue at the Miami Hard Rock Stadium, and we're also going to talk a little bit about Lorde's mini album that she recorded in Maori. But before that,
Maori.
Go ahead. Maori? Oh, yes. Awesome. Okay, Maori. So now we can actually say it properly and not be ridiculous. Thank you so much for that.
Both half right.
But yeah, so I guess I'll just start out by saying what I'm drinking. I am having nothing too exciting, I guess. This is pretty generic. I would assume everyone knows this brand. It's called Apothic. I'm drinking the red one, which is very off-brand for me because I usually don't like red wine, but I like fruity red wines. This one's a little fruity. It's got some cherry and some vanilla in it, I believe, and a couple of hints of spice. So it's interesting. I kind of like it. And I don't remember what year it is. I think the bottle's in the fridge still. I don't feel like getting up. But I think it's a 2019 bottle. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking. What about you, Meggy?
I'm drinking a bottle of white wine that I probably have already talked about. It's called Avast. It's a 2020 dry white from Western Cape because I couldn't drink for 2 weeks because I had surgery, and now I can drink again. So that's what I had. I was gonna open a bottle of red wine, but unfortunately I opened it on my bathroom floor.
Oh dear, the bathroom just swallowed all your wine.
Yeah, it did, and it actually fell and leaked onto a white rug and some clean white sheets that were in a laundry bag that I just got from.
This is quite tragic. This whole past half hour has been just pure tragedy for the both of us.
It's been just a train wreck. You with your bees and me with an entire bottle of red wine.
No! Oh my god. But anyway, I'm excited to just get into this because I am just oh my god, why can we not just sit down and record an episode like normal human beings that we've been doing for the past 3 episodes? Yeah. It's no, this has been going too well for you guys. Let's start some chaos. But anyway, so I picked the story about the, oh wait, we forgot to talk about our wins for the week. So in spite of all this ridiculousness that's happened in the past half hour, there have been some decent things I feel that have happened in the past couple of days. I hosted a housewarming party, and it was actually really funny because I was playing beer pong with my boyfriend and some of his friends, and he was playing the version of beer pong where if the ball bounces back towards the team that just threw the ball, they can throw the ball again with their opposite hand. And I didn't want them to catch the ball that was going back to them, so I made a whole mess trying to catch the ball, and I knocked over a cup of water and a beer bottle, and I activated some ninja skills and caught the beer bottle before it hit the ground, but there was a ginormous puddle of water everywhere. And so I didn't have to deal with broken glass. And the next morning, I realized that I had left the Swiffer that I used to mop the water in the corner. And the corner had this white spot in the shape of the rectangular Swiffer mop. And I was no, I ruined my floors. But apparently,
Is this the win?
This is the win, yes. But it dried and it's no longer white. So we've got 2 wins in one right there. You're just how is this a win if you have white floors? They're no longer white. They're good. They dried and it's fine.
Wow. Okay. I got to see one of my best friends for the first time in, I want to say, 3 years, and meet her daughter. I think
Amazing.
yeah, and one of the things that happens, I think, as we get older and we, I'm old. As we get older, get married, and have children, and get divorced, and all those things, is that it gets really, really hard to see your friends, even when they live like down the street, especially with COVID. So I'm glad I got to see her. They were in New York City already, so I went to go meet them where their appointment was, and we had lunch, and it was lovely. And we forgot to take a picture because we're both old.
So heartwarming. I love it. Oh my gosh. Next time you see each other, like, set a reminder in your phone to take a photo.
That's a good idea. I think I'm at that point in my life. I'm like, oh, crap.
Okay, so I'm going to take a sip of my wine again since coming upstairs from the bee incident, and I'm hoping that the bee did not just enter my wine because I will just die.
I'm just drinking straight out of the bottle. That's where I'm at.
I'm literally taking like the smallest sips in case like I see the bee in my glass. Oh my god. I would literally just like have a heart attack on the podcast. Like I would just cease to exist if that bee is in my like freaking wine glass. But anyway, enough about that. Moving on to the real reason that we're doing this podcast to talk about fun things. So there's a cat that if you're a fan, I think it was a football game. If you're a fan of football, you probably heard about this. This cat was like dangling from a wire on the top level of like the stadium in Miami, the Hard Rock Stadium. And basically everyone thought this cat was going to fall and just like drop to its death. But there was this a group of people on the level below that had a big American flag that usually takes all their games. For what reason, I don't know. But thankfully they had it and they like opened it and the cat was dangling by like one hand at this point. It just like fell on the blanket, the American flag blanket, and just like rolled off basically. And then the guy in the stands that was like near them like picked up the cat, like the crazy person that he is, and just like lifted it up and like held it up like Simba. And the cat, of course, was just like, no, I don't want to be held, and scratched everybody in like the near vicinity of that man. And everyone was like, why would you hold a cat like that after it's been through that traumatic incident? It's like, you don't understand, like people in the entire stadium are watching this on the Jumbotron. They want to know that the cat is okay. So I don't blame him for risking his like self and getting all those scratches from that cat. And I don't think he tortured the cat. He just lifted it up. Like, it's cool, it's fine. But I thought this story would be fun because Meggy is a cat lady, and I want to hear your thoughts.
Listen, yeah, I am a cat lady. I find this very heartwarming because I didn't know about it because I know nothing about sports. So I didn't know it happened. I'm glad that they were able to use their giant American flag as like a landing parachute.
Yeah.
I want to make a joke about 9 lives.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always thought that cats land on all fours no matter what. So I wasn't really sure why everybody was like concerned. I was like, why is everybody like scared the cat's gonna be fine? But apparently that's not really true. I'm just like, oh, today I learned.
Yeah. As a cat owner, I can tell you that they do not land on all fours most of the time.
Like, this has shattered my reality. I really thought that cats were just like amazing acrobats.
Nope. No.
Oh my goodness.
Starbuck in the middle of the night, she rolled off the bed. Yeah.
Oh no, Starbuck is something else. I can't. But yeah, shout out to the people that spent the night at my house and like are the reason I saw that whole story about this cat. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't have known about it. But yeah, that was amazing and I loved it so much. It was a great story.
Shout out to the cat.
Shout out to the cat as well. It was a stray cat. I thought it was someone's cat. I was like, yo, did the owner get like notified? Are they okay? And they're like, no, it's a stray.
Can you imagine if that was your cat
and you saw it on TV?
Yeah, and you're watching the game and you're like, God damn it, Peter! How did you get out of the house?
Oh my god. Like, seriously, that would be like crazy.
That would be hilarious.
It would.
That's like, wait, is that my cat?
I can't be my cat. And you look around, you don't see your cat. Like, oh my god, that's my cat. No.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, that would be wild.
Driving. Cats are... I mean, what was he even doing there in the...
I really don't know. Like, I've heard a couple stories of like animals entering stadiums. in like Los Angeles and stuff. But like I know Miami and like Florida in general is just like a hotspot for like wild stuff. But that was just like whoa, whoa, that laser stray cat like just wandering around a stadium. It's like dangling from a wire on like the top balcony of like the stadium seats. Like what are you doing?
Yeah. I will also say that don't pick up a cat like it's Simba.
I'd be afraid to pick up any cat. Like even when like my boyfriend was like, "Oh, my cat's not gonna scratch you. She doesn't do that." I'm just like, "Are you sure about that?" Because I don't think she likes me very much. Like she's just not the type. Like I feel like she's just defenseless. It's actually kind of funny. Because I think she actually was a stray before like the place he got her from like found her. So I'm just like, how did you manage to just like erode all of her animal instincts? Like she does nothing when you put your face near her. She wasn't bad at you. Like she's just a complacent old lady that's just like cranky some of the time, but doesn't actually like act aggressive toward humans. So I sometimes forget that cats are just like crazy and like will scratch your face off. Like I remember I had a roommate who like her cat would be like really weirdly temperamental. Like at first she'd be like, "Yeah, pet me, play with me," and then she's like, "Okay, that's enough," and then she'll like almost scratch your face off, and it was like wild.
Yeah, it's they get overstimulated. We are not getting into a conversation about cat behavioralism. I am not doing it.
Okay, we can move on then.
I was about to say, well, the psychology of cats. No.
Oh dear.
I will say that Starbuck is also like that, where like I can sometimes sleep with like my face in her back. And then and she'll be like, "Yay!" And then sometimes I'll do it and she'll turn around and like bite my head.
No, bite your head. That's terrible.
Yeah, she'll put her claws into my body and also bite the top of my head. So.
What the heck? Oh god. Okay. No, that's just not okay, Sarah.
I didn't ask consent, I guess, to put my face in her tummy.
Yeah, no, I always feel like that's a trap when they turn around. They're like, "Pet my stomach," and then like they just are on all like basically all four of their claws are just out ready to get you. I'm like, no.
Yeah, sometimes
it's a trap.
Me, and then sometimes it's a trap. my old cat Stanley, he let you do whatever you wanted. He was very like.
I feel like it's actually just like a younger cat thing. Yeah. To be like that. Like that's why I like senior cats. They're just perfect.
Yeah, I think once they're older, they're just like, whatever.
Like this person feeds me and like combs my hair and gives me water. They can do whatever the hell they want once they don't kill me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is okay. I guess.
Oh god. Alrighty. So yeah, moving on to our second topic. So Lorde, the musician Lorde, which is gonna make Meggy feel old again because I earlier was like, Lorde, right? She's like, no, and I had to sing one of the songs for her to remember who that is. She put out
heard it years after it came out.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it at least?
Yeah, but
okay.
It gets played so often.
It was overplayed for sure when it came out. I remember that.
I will be honest with you. The first time I heard "Call Me Maybe,"
it's Carly Rae Jepsen,
yeah. I was on vacation in Italy.
And nice.
Legit, that it was like an Italian singer.
English. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I'm just not like I don't listen to pop music anymore most of the time. When it's new, like I may hear it 2 years later randomly on Pandora and be like, "Oh, that song's cool." But very rarely do I hear a new single as it's new. I think that the only one that I've heard recently is like "Leave the Door Open."
I love that song so much. It's so good.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that sounds like it's from the 70s, but it's not.
It's amazing. So good. Okay. But yeah, so like she recently put out an album after being like silent for a really long time. I mean, like, it's called Solar Power, and I didn't really love it as much as I thought I would potentially love it. Like, there are a couple songs that I kind of like on it, but then it's just like, I mean, it's whatever. I don't always like all of the songs an artist puts out. Like, there's hit and misses. I feel like over time they try to change their style, and like it just doesn't vibe with you anymore. So it's fine though, but whatever. I'm a huge music junkie, so when I found out that she also put out the same album, but like a mini version of it with sung in complete Maori. I thought that was really interesting because I like am a simp for people singing in other languages like that I don't understand. So it's just like amazing to me that she would like, you know, do that because she's, you know, she's from New Zealand and like Maori is like the native language of New Zealand and it's basically going extinct. So she's basically like, you know, taking this language and like making this wonderful art and all the songs sound amazing in that language, I would say. Like they're so good. I kind of really want her to do the rest of the album like that, to be honest, because it's so good. But a lot of people are really upset because they're just like, oh, this is just another white person profiting off of an indigenous language, which I find really sad because I think she's doing a really good thing with this, and she's also like donating the proceeds of the sales of the EP to a couple of Maori organizations in New Zealand. So yeah, and I don't know, it's just kind of sad that I guess you just can't please everybody. There's always going to be someone that's like annoyed with something, but
it's you know, it's I'm not discrediting anyone feeling offended by it.
No, me neither. I'm not. You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say, as a Vietnamese person, just from my own experience, people have not lived through the horror of Delina, who is a white pop star in Vietnam from the 80s, who sang in Vietnamese, except for one song that she sang in English called My Oriental Boy.
Oh gosh, why?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It was about, obviously, her Oriental boy.
Oh dear.
And it was a huge pop sensation in Vietnam.
What?
Yeah, had a whole music video too, you know, so.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's very interesting how different cultures react because Vietnamese people were all up in her. You know, this blonde woman singing Vietnamese, oh my god, and then she has a song about her Oriental boy. Oh,
I'm dead.
Oh yeah, and she's blonde. You know, and I remember being a kid and being like, who is this? And then, you know, later on you become an adult, can't book any roles in, you know, as a Vietnamese person, but there's Jennifer Lawrence in X-Men butchering Vietnamese.
That's another thing that I just can't understand.
Yeah. And having the Vietnamese man say, you speak good Vietnamese, and being
like, don't lie to her.
Like, no, she doesn't.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what the hell she said.
Oh dear.
I had to read the subtitles. Yeah, so it's if she came, you know, or Gwen Stefani in the 90s wearing bindis, and the fucking Harajuku girls, you know, that she had, like, she basically uses people of color as an aesthetic, which is part of
I've also heard a lot of people say that she's the only, like, non-problematic person that, like, has, like, used different cultural stuff in her music. So, yeah. Like, I've heard both sides of the story. So, I don't know. It's just, it's strange.
It is. It's, you know, and it's, you know, if Lorde came at it from a respectful.
Yeah, I mean, like, she consulted with a bunch of people from the community, the Maori community, before she did it. So it wasn't like she just jumped into it and, like, did it and not, like, cared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not, so she didn't, like, show up in a music video.
No!
Like, it was like Coachella wearing, you know, indigenous clothes, but sexy.
No.
That's my life as an Asian person.
Oh, dear. That's awful. Oh, my gosh.
Culture, but make it sexy. Yeah.
Jeez.
So, I mean, again, I haven't heard it, and I understand where people are coming from. But, you know, again, I would have to, like, you know, I'd have to hear it. I don't
I thought it was really beautiful. I loved it.
I'm going to look it up, because I don't even, like, I only know one song from Lorde.
Yeah, you should definitely, like, listen to some more.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you, like, a playlist of things from the 21st century for you to listen to.
Oh, my God!
Things that you might not have heard on the radio.
What's radio? No, I'm joking.
What's radio? I'm dying.
Speaking of 21st century, I feel like I've been seeing all of this pop culture news lately, but I don't know what the hell is going on.
Oh dear. Like what? What have you seen?
John Mulaney.
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn. Yeah, I love her. I always confuse her with, gosh, what's the other actress that I confuse her with? Oh, dear.
So he went to
I'll remember it later, but yeah, go ahead.
And he filed for divorce, and now he's dating Olivia Munn, and they're having a baby.
Oh, fun.
Like, all within a very short amount of time.
That always worries me. It's just like, what? What are you doing? How long has this been going on, really, then? Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly, and apparently they met in church. Of course they met in church.
Fun.
Yeah, so I saw that, and I was very confused because John Mulaney's stand-up routine is mostly him talking about how much he loves his wife.
Oh, that's really, really confusing. Oh gosh. What the heck happened? Did the pandemic ruin him?
I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't
That
know.
is very strange.
I
I have never watched any of his stand-up, but I know he's very rarely like loved in the comedy world. I remember seeing all of the posters about his like upcoming comedy show back in like 20, I think it was 2018.
Yeah.
They were like all over the subway, like these large posters of him.
Yeah, well, he's always been very vocal about, how much he loves his wife and how much he didn't want children.
Oh, maybe that was it. Well, wait, no, he's having a kid, so that wasn't it. That's crazy.
Yeah, so...
Maybe he just didn't want kids with that specific person.
That's sad.
That is sad. That's awful.
That makes me so sad.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna drink more wine.
Oh, no.
Men.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear. But anyway, we can end it here if you want to get back to the chores that you have now created while trying to record this podcast.
Yes. I have to wash sheets in a white rug and a towel that soaked up the rain.
Is that the white rug that I was with you in like Kmart when you bought? Is that the same one?
No, it's an old one from Target that I've had for years. I think that I got rid of that white one.
Did you ever like get around to dyeing? Because I remember you wanted to dye the white rug and like the seat cover that you bought when I was with you that day.
No, I gave up and I think I just threw it out.
Oh no! Yeah, I literally warned her. We were like walking around Kmart and they were having like it was like kind of a semi-clearance type of thing, and I was like,
they were closing.
Yeah, and then like she looks at these white like sets, like for bathroom sets. There's like the toilet seat cover and like the little mat and all that, and I was like, Meggy, that is white, it's gonna get filthy. She's like, I'll probably just like dye it purple or something. And then after a while she texted me like, Dana, these things are actually filthy, you're correct, they're gross now. And I'm like, well, I mean
I remember I put that in, and like without a doubt, even if I didn't do anything, I would have to rewash it once a week because you just can't have white on the
No, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and I mean, as nice as it looks, it's just not logical, especially if you two cats and the cats want to lie on the white rug.
No, all the cat fur.
Yeah, just like, I have white sheets on the bed, but whenever I use white sheets on the bed, I have to wash them more often because the cat, I don't know where they accumulate the dirt.
They just like crawl around everywhere, and then it's just, I don't get it either. It's really crazy.
Yeah, on that note, I am going to wash this.
Alrighty.
I almost said blood-soaked.
No!
Red wine soaked sheet.
Oh gosh.
It's not blood soaked.
Alrighty.
Not to be a boring person, but I'm trying OxyClean, and I will report back to you.
Yeah. Let us know if it works.
Yeah, it's for when you spill an entire bottle of red wine over your things. One story: I once spilled an entire 2 glasses of red wine over a customer when I was a fine waiter, and she was wearing all white.
Stop! That is awful. That was just that's cruelty.
My light flashed before my eyes.
I can't. Was she really upset? Did she like file a complaint or something?
No, she was gracious and kind about it. Which
that's nice. Worse. It could have been no, it actually could have been so much worse, and the person could have been like, fire her. Like, no. It's always nice to have like kind-hearted people when you like mess up,
I definitely had people who were like, fire her.
No, that's awful. I have never worked in the service industry, like in like restaurants, but I worked in retail, which is almost as bad. So like I know the horror stories. Like I've seen them with my own eyes, and it's not pretty.
Oh God, yeah. On that note,
I'll
talk to you later.
Alright, see you later, guys. Bye.